I'm Matt Bichard here in New York City for REIT Week, the 2018 Investor Conference. Joining me today is Don Wood, President and CEO of Federal Realty Investment Trust. Don, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Now, you've spoken in the past about the importance of diversifying the company's revenue stream. How much of Federal's revenues come from non-retail tenants, particularly residential and office, and how much do you see that trend continuing to evolve going forward?
Yeah, well, let's talk about that for a minute. First of all, we are a retail company, which simply means we use retail and our expertise there to get people to a piece of real estate. Now, what we do on that piece of real estate to be able to exploit that and create value sometimes includes going up. That means office, that means residential, that means hotel, that means some other uses, since, unless we're in the age of the Jetsons, you just can't fly into the 8th floor of your apartment. You have to come into that ground floor. Up top, today, about 17% of our income stream is office and residential. That probably goes to 20 or 21, but we're still growing our retail platform too. So as the entire base grows, you'll see some modest increase there, but make no mistake, we're a retail company.
And recently you started construction at Cocoa Walk, a large-scale mixed-use project near Miami. What's the timeline for that project, and how will it compare to some of your other projects that we've talked about, Assembly Row, Pike and Rose?
Well, it's cool. Cocoa Walk is in Coconut Grove. Which is while it's technically in Miami, it's almost like a suburb in terms of the first place that the long-term workforce, the permanent workforce, lives and takes their kids to school, etc. So we want a product there that really serves that community. We'll be under construction later on this year in 2018. By the end of 2020, we'll be up and operating. And I think we've taken some of that retail out. We're turning it to office. There'll be a true mixed-use component there. It'll be very cool.
And lastly, 2018 marks your 20th anniversary at Federal Realty.
You're going to make me feel old, aren't you, man?
When you look back over that time, what changes in the company or the REIT industry in general really stand out to you as the most significant?
I'll tell you, Matt, the thing that is number one, far and above everything else, is the sophistication of the consumer. I think, not only from a technology perspective, but from an awareness perspective, consumers are smart. They have access to all kinds of information. It not only impacts the retail real estate industry. Imagine what it's done to the hotel business, what it's done to apartments, even office. Information is so readily available. The ability to research and know what you're talking about is so readily available. It's changed retailers, it's changed landlords, it's changed the REIT industry.
Don, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
For more from REIT Week, be sure to visit NAREIT's website, REIT.com.